Christian Met.
The films offer a great latitude that have always offered a great, Beast 3's got a little horror movie in the middle of it with the manticores. It's got a love story at the heart of it. It's got an action sequence. I get to do all these different genres in one. So from a filmmaking point of view, I'm never going, I've just done that. I'm always flexing a different group of muscles in each film because these movies are broad enough and big enough to allow you to try different things.
Whenever I used to watch the Potter films, it was escapism for me. They were films about outsiders finding their place, and these films retain that. They also just blow your imagination.
I trust you all have the tickets Bunty gave you. You'll need them to gain access to the ceremony.
It's pretty unique, playing a character who has such a rich backstory and future story already in existence that you can draw on. And it felt very much in the last film that I was able to tap into that momentarily, but this time we really get to examine and explore who Albus is and certainly what motivates him and key moments of his past. And it's an interesting time in his life, I think I said this last time, the man that we all grew to love through the Harry Potter films is not fully formed yet. So what we're getting to see is an Albus going through big emotional and life-changing decisions and situations.
Albus, wait.
Theseus has been taken to the Erkstag.
No, but the Erkstag shut down years ago.
Yes, well, it's the Ministry's secret little bed and breakfast now. You'll need this to see him. And one of these. Oh. Mm-hmm. And this. Wait.
Where do I start with Jude? Because he is such a pleasure to work with. Very passionate about digging into the side of Dumbledore that we're not so familiar with. The sort of darker, more melancholic side of Dumbledore. The Dumbledore who's dealing with grief and a sense of guilt about building this destructive ideology with Grindelwald. So those are sort of colours that we haven't necessarily seen before. And also a version of Dumbledore which is this real rebel and revolutionary, if you like.
Mr. Kowalski.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Normally you have a meeting with the director, you read the script, you discuss the script, and after a while we agree that let's go and do it, and then we have a couple of months of prepping. And that was obviously not the case here. Got the phone call on a Friday, and I flew to London on a Monday. So that was really fast.
In terms of bringing Mads in, it was not too complicated. I think I said on the Thursday, I think we should cast Mads. I ran it past Joe, David, the studio, everyone said, yeah, Mads would be great. I literally was on the phone to him that Saturday. I said, we've got a script, will you read it? We'd love you to come in. Mads is like extraordinary. He's an extraordinary actor, performer. So there wasn't really anyone else. He's just a real grounded human being, very funny, and then can switch on a sixpence to deliver a performance.
Excuse me. David is an interesting director. I don't think I've ever worked with anyone who never said no. No, not like that. He's really pleased with what we do, And then he will say, but can we also try something else? And that's the closest he will get to a no. He'll be like, yes, and I really like it, but can we also try this? That's his way of saying that didn't work. But it's a very positive way of approaching us, and it just creates an atmosphere on the set that is like, absolutely, let's try something else. Just trying different things, and after a while, we have it. Let's move on. I really enjoy working like that, I must say.
David's input has been pretty seismic, really. You're aware that it's connected always to the bigger picture and the tome of work, if you like. But he has a very gentle and very collaborative, inclusive approach. Always has time, I think, for the minutiae, whether it's what you're wearing, how you look, and then indeed, from my perspective, what's going on emotionally. And we can be on huge sets with a vast number of people interacting or involved in front of and behind the camera, and he'll give you so much time to make sure you're clear or happy or fulfilled with just what's going on in here, the unseen but the felt. And he strings it all together with such a sense of clarity that it's and ease that it's sometimes, you know, easy to forget that he's got 100 different balls in the air that he's juggling.
So I come out, and I thought I was playing it perfectly. And he comes up to me and he goes, that was fabby. I loved it. It was fabby. But now, instead of showing, try doing. Okay. And he goes snapping off into the sunset, and I'm just like, oh my God, maybe I have to go back to acting school. And then I was just doing that for the rest of the movie, and I think you'll see, it's my best work, man.
All right. Call me Jacob.
Call me Lally.
Lally? All right, that's gotta lock up.
Like all the other stories, this one has more secrets, more revelations, and more opportunity for these characters to go on these personal journeys, whether it's recognizing or reiterating a friendship or a connection with a loved one, or, as I keep saying, recognizing who one is oneself, you know.
What is this place?
The room we require.
Correct. 3 points to Hufflepuff.